back to make them feel better, that's investing emotionally, which is great, by the way. Base thing to do. Very helpful. However, what I realized when Nick is emotionally, I need a lot more than Nick does. Because Nick's pretty solid on his own. Nick needs actively not having things. That's the best way for me to emotionally get back to Nick, is just to not ask for things, to just give him space on his own, right? And so, a lot of times men, especially like a modern man, a good modern man often spends a lot of time in his relationship trying to figure out specifically the emotional vulnerability piece, because that's what women are asking for. And they mean it. They mean it. Because that is an area that men can really give to their partner in. So a lot of men actually invest a ton of time in trying to figure out how to emotionally basically like be there for her. Like, what does that look like practically? Because it's not just him talking about his feelings. Most of the time it's him responding properly to her talking about her feelings. And a lot of men have to learn this. A lot of times it's not just problem solving for her. A lot of times it's just like rubbing her back and being like, yeah, that sucks. I'm really sorry. You know, if you hear about the shitty boss, be like, man, I just want to like punch your boss for you. Even just that is emotional investment, which is based and good to do, that a lot of men are increasingly doing in this economy. I don't think that like men are just lazy. The problem is that we haven't even had a word for something like mental load, right? We don't really talk about that. I'm going to suspect in all of this, in the financial labor and all of this stuff, there's a mental load piece attached as well, right? So in the case of financial economy, in most relationships, men are doing a little bit more on average. There's one partner typically working more than the other, but both are usually working. So both are putting in labor, and usually the person who's doing less of the financial labor is making up for it to some extent with the domestic labor. The question is, who has the mental load of the financial economy? Which one of the partners is thinking about tax season, is thinking about whether or not their bills are covered this month, is realizing that if their bills aren't covered, they're going to need to take extra hours at work. The mental load almost always is on the man financially. Almost all of the financial load. It certainly is in our relationship. Absolutely, right? And I gave that over to him, right? So when we're talking about all of these things, there's a whole element that's being missed a lot in the conversation, which is the mental load of the economy. Women are the ones, by the way, for the most part, that have come up with the concept of mental load, of explaining why in the domestic economy they're dissatisfied with men. And it's because men aren't carrying the mental load of the domestics. The issue is that we need to remember is that when this imbalance exists in other domains, like for example, in the case of financial economy, men are carrying almost all of the mental load. They're the ones thinking about the bills and the budgets and whether they're going to make it more often. And when push comes to shove, if you're not going to make it that month, who is most likely to just assume that they're working extra hours that month? It's going to be the man in this case. 9 times out of 10, if the man knows, like, fuck, we're not going to make enough, he'll just assume, okay, I've got to work extra hours. It's not even a question most of the time in the coupling that the man is going to do more work. The women also will assume that if they're not making it, that the guy is going to pick up more work most of the time, right? That's the mental load piece. And so it's shallow to say like men are just lazy. And it's shallow to say women are just like money grubbing and selfish. The issue is both are kind of true and both are really wrong at the same time. All right. Facts and texts. How's that for steel netting the other side? We good? Thank you for the super chat. Why doesn't Destiny ever bring any of that up? It just seems like his takes here are not nuanced at all. I can't speak for Destiny. I don't know if he's thought about mental load either, to be honest. I'd be curious to know if he's even considered that concept at all. I think he's looking exclusively at labor hours, like literally physical input of labor. And I don't think he's talked about emotional labor at all. I feel like this has become a changing dynamic in heterosexual relationships. As a nurse before cancer diagnosis, I was the one to pick up the extra hours. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not saying for all couples. That's why I said 9 times out of 10. It's assumed. Probably it's assumed that the person making more money or the person, because there's going to be some change. Like, for example, if one person has a job where they can't pick up extra hours, then it's going to be the other person picking up extra hours, like obviously. Or if it's a situation where one person's already working 60 hours a week and the other person's working like 30, the 60-hour per week is probably not going to pick up the hours because it's much more realistic for the 30-hour week to do so anyways, because going from 60 to 70 is like, that's an insane work week, right? Convince her that you're a philosopher king before you get married, and then talk to her about your issues interpersonally. And when it comes to like emotional labor, I don't know if there's actually a clear way to this gender labor, like this gender labor or mental load falls out, because there are absolutely dynamics where the women holds almost all the mental load, where she's always checking on the guy and trying to make sure that he's happy, and doing most of the emotional labor, supporting, encouraging, all that stuff. That is very common. But I also have increasingly been seeing relationships where the roles are entirely reversed, where the guy is doing most of the like mental load of like, oh, don't upset her, how's she doing, okay, is she feeling all right, and also doing most of the emotional labor.
When are you going back to Fresh and Fit? Have you considered teaming up with Aaron and Pixie?
I haven't considered. I'm not super. I like Aaron and Pixie, but I'm not like close to them, so I don't know if it would make a ton of sense for us to like team up. And I don't know if they agree with me, so it'd be hard for us to team up because I'm concerned that if I went with Aaron and Pixie, we'd be disagreeing more often than we're agreeing. So that would be a really bad team up if we're like constantly just battling each other. When am I going back? I gotta afford a plane ticket to Miami before I go back. You read my semi-meme post. I see you, Jixley. Maybe the actual thing to take away is that we need a better accounting of the work being done in other domains. Sometimes I think, I got choked. Sometimes I think people don't even think about these other domains when they get locked into particular food. They almost never do. Like this was an issue Nick and I had, is that I was like, but I'm doing all the house chores. I'm way cleaner than you. I'm cleaning up more often, and I didn't say this out loud, but I'm thinking about it more than you are, which means I'm reminding you, right? Which is annoying for me. And he didn't really have the voice until like later, where he was like, I get that, but like when it comes to like the emotional economy, like I'm investing way more. You're the one who needs cheering up, who needs support, who needs to like, talk about your bosses and stuff. I'm a stress case. Like it is what it is, right? That was an element that we never considered. I haven't.
Hey, what's up? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to
the
the
about, like,
stream as much. I've been focused on painting this.
Some like trad funny Christian guy who agrees, like, yeah, women are crazy emotional, right? It's just like, well done. Unsophisticated interpretation.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make this darker. This is Austin's. It's actually a lot darker in person than it is coming on the stream, but this just has a little more detail, so I have to be careful about painting it. That's what I'm saying. I think the stream's off. It is a very much crimson red in person, unless I'm colorblind. It is much more like a crimson red. It's much more like the shirt here. I think it's the sheen on the light here. See, there we go. It's a little better. But I have a light shining down here so that everything's brighter. So yeah, it is definitely coming off a little more pink in the light. It should also dry a darker red once it's done. A little more anyway. I was a little worried about that too, because it's like a lot of times when I'm using this acrylic paint, it's going to come out a lot lighter, at least in the beginning. And I really won't know a lot of times how this is going to dry until it's almost done drying. And then I'll start being able to see where I'm needing, and then if I need to add a darker shade to it. I'm a little concerned I'm running out of red paint. I might have to make some more for the backside here. But I'm familiar with how this paint dries, so I was like, I'm going to use this paint. And Now I'm a little worried. We shall see, though. Ooh. There we go. Uh, you gonna come out tomorrow? I know it's still a little chilly, but I don't know. We shall see. It was really fucking cold today. Oh my god, dude. I rode my motorcycle. It was not happy with me. I had to like bring it inside my fucking work to let it warm up. Yeah, no. I think after these shields are done, since I got the stream setup done, I'm gonna take on some commissions. Yeah, I'm. I don't know how many I'm gonna take on at once, but I'm definitely taking on some commissions because I'm having a good time streaming and stuff. So, oh shit, fresh tattoo. Ooh yeah. But with this stream setup, I'm having a little bit more fun just throwing the videos up here. Eventually, I'm going to cut all these videos up into short like clips, like the first Plasti Dip stream. I'm going to take that first like 15 minutes where I'm explaining the Plasti dipping and make that into a video. Nothing like crazy like edit or anything, but just, explaining the initial like mixing of the Plasti Dip and all that. That's kind of what I was like wanting. So like doing the videos for building stuff is gonna be cool, but the streams are just so much easier. It's almost easier, especially eventually when I learn how to like edit videos and stuff, to like cut up the streams and put those up since I've already recorded it. But then it's also really easy to just record like a 10-minute fucking video on how to build. But really, building a blade is going to be like an hour long. That's my big worry about making these videos on weapon building once I'm done, is because I'm worried that I'm going to make an hour-long video on how to build a weapon, and then it's going to be like, I don't have any cuts. I don't have any fucking, skipping my rambling or skipping my, tedious stuff. But if you know who Paul Harrell is, he's a gun guy. But he does that. He's very long, drawn out, but he still has some basic editing in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down someday to just kind of chill and build stuff. It just depends on my workload. Like especially during the summer, work won't be ridiculously crazy. So, but it just depends on which days I have off. Lately, I have a lot of Tuesdays off. Tuesdays and Thursdays tend to be my days off a lot. So we will see. And then, yeah, short spears, man. Short spears are easy. I can knock out a fucking short spear in like an hour. The hammer, though, if we use a yoga block hammer for yoga blocks for the hammer, I think I can knock that out pretty quick too. So we'll just figure something out. I'm gonna paint this back edge here. It's all gonna be one first coat of paint, and then I usually do 2 coats before my sealant. So I'll probably paint this put this red on here. I don't have any black paint for my new shield because I'm doing the AMM colors, but I'm going to have my gold rim on my shield, so we shall see. Sick. Yeah, we could do, if you're looking for like a 6-foot spear, I could build that shit on 1/2 inch and it'd be light as fuck. It'd be flexy, but it'd be light as fuck. I'm pretty sure I've got a couple 1/2 inch spears out there somewhere, and we don't even have to throw any counterweight on it, you know? Let's see what we can do with that. Ooh, we don't want that on there. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fuck with that a little bit. The hammer. Yeah. So like that's perfect for a spear, for a super light short spear. What dimensions are you looking for the hammer? Yeah. Yeah. My go-to would be, fuck, it gets a little crazy. What do we do for the hammer? Was it 5.5 feet? Or did we do like 4.5 because that thing was so fucking big? Okay, so yeah, I mean, we could do a 5-footer with yoga block. I mean, if I use the same core, which is easiest because it's just the easiest core to use, I think we could probably come in somewhere around, my guess would be like 30 ounces, I think. That would be my guess right off the top of my head, with no counterweighting, no like, and I'm building it as light as possible. It's still heavy for a red, but it's pretty light for a hammer. I think I'm going to have to mix up some more red paint here, maybe, for my second coat. You want a little longer than the one I have now. One you have now. Yeah, we could shape the yoga block too, so it's not like ridiculously oversized. And you're still going to get a lot of oomph. We could do like a 6-footer. Now, it's going to be very top heavy, but if we do it right, it still wouldn't be that bad. That would be my go-to. 6 foot for hammers is my personal favorite. Also, you get a lot of reach and a lot of stopping power, especially out of a smaller head. Like, you really don't have to hit very hard, you know. So I can see it. Yeah, that was the other thing. Is like, man, we're kind of kicking off. Some of these practices are really, we got a decent amount of people. And I think team weapons locally are going to be killing it. Like, when we got some of those people out there with the glaives and the spears, like, they're cleaning people up, and they're new. A lot of these new guys with these poles are cleaning people up. I think a lot of us older guys, especially me, you know, I don't really stand much chance against 4 guys with spears. I have to flank the whole time. Otherwise, I get fucked up really good. So, I mean, you know, there's a reason spears are nice. And you get a lot of pole arms out there, and I ain't get a lot of protection. And that sounds I have to up my game, which is fun for me, but it also means you guys feel good. Like you're not getting stomped all the time. Like especially like now with Austin Rothenberg Glaive, I think a lot more people are open to the idea of switching stuff up a little bit instead of just, oh, we're gonna switch to a red or we're gonna switch to a fucking, whatever they want to use. I think the options are a little more open, and I like that. Now it kind of sucks. I really wish EvilCon allowed pole arms because what kind of fucks a lot of these new people up from EvilCon is they come out to the field and suddenly have to deal with fucking pole arms. Man, on hammers, it really depends on how much you're trying to get into the body mechanics of it. A 6-foot hammer is almost always going to be better. That's for like field stuff, if you can handle the hammer. If it's like you've got the body mechanics, you put the time in, because that reach is king. 5 foot makes the difference between me being able to hit you in 1 step or 2 steps. So like if you're using a 5-foot hammer and I'm using a 55-inch red longsword, if I step out in line to hit you, I can hit you at 5 feet. But you go to 6 feet, then I need to take 2 steps. And 2 steps out of the line puts me in a really risky spot. And that's really what you want to do. And I say that for me, but that's like with a sword and border, that's a distance of like 2 feet to 3 feet, step, not like feet distance, but steps. And really, especially in a line scenario or a skirmish scenario, that distance, that range is king. Because really, whatever can get you to be safer. Yeah, so like I can take a look at Gord's build. I imagine he's building all his on fiberglass unless he's got a strong enough carbon core for a hammer. I wonder, now I'm kind of curious if I can challenge myself to build a lighter hammer than Gord. Let's look up fucking Gord's weight real quick since I'm done with this first coat on here. Gord, the blacksmith. That's the nice thing about Gord is he lists all his materials on what he's using for his stuff. So I should be able to just deconstruct in my mind what he's using for his cord. God damn, $200 for a fucking hammer. That's before shipping. Fuck me. Oh, that's a $300 weapon. 5 feet, weighs 3 pounds. 3 pounds. He's got to be using band shot for that. If that's the case, me using 3/4 fiberglass with a yoga block head, I think I could come out way lighter. Let's do the math here. What is it? 18 ounces times 3, 54 ounces? Maybe I'm doing that right. Well, times 18. I'm second guessing myself. How many ounces in a pound? This is in pound. Okay, 16. So it's less than that. So 3 times 16. 3 times 16. So 48 ounces. That feels like a lot. Let me look and see what he's using. Band shop. Built strong last. Their hammers are almost 2 years. Oh, he doesn't say what he's using. Let's see if I can tell from the picture. No. My guess is he's throwing band shop in that bitch. If he's coming out to 3 fucking pounds, he's got to be coming out to he's got to be using band shop. This day and age, I mean, I can understand it if for $200, but like, fuck, bro. You can get a 3/4 inch fiberglass rod for $5 at 6 feet. And band shot pole right now, you can only ship that shit at 7 feet. I wonder why. I wonder if he's got a special deal on getting band shot bulk and not. Yeah, I think I can do better than that. I'm gonna try. I can't make no promises, but I think I can do better than that. I'll have to test and see what I can do. But my guess is that he's using band shot pole. Yeah, we're gonna have to come in a little darker on this fucking. I don't really have anything to thin this out with. Ooh, no, 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 no. What's the weight on your fucking hammer right now? Well, that's got to be like 4 or 5 pounds. You got a scale you can step on? That'd be cool if you had like an electronic scale right off the bat. Then we can measure the ounces. Is it 10 pounds? Are you joking? Are you joking? Is it really 10 pounds? I don't believe you. That sounds really fucking high, but I don't doubt it. Holy shit. Oh my God. No fucking way. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm weak. I want to take my fish scale now and see. Because Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What did I do to you fucking kids? Oh my God, dude. Jesus. Yeah, that's wild. I really forget how heavy that fucking thing is. Jesus Christ, it's a big boy. Let's see if I can mix a little bit of brown in with this red and darken it up a little. I usually would use black for it, but we are a little short on that today. Mix this up a little. I think I'd have to mix a lot of brown in here to darken this up. Oh no, we might be in there. Yeah, I think we might be in there. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty close to what I'm looking for here. Yeah, let's do that. $10 fucking pounds. Jesus Christ. I'm wild. It doesn't surprise me really. It was a beast. You guys were like, I want that hammer. I'm like, all right. We'll see about that. We'll see. I've made so much wacky shit in my fucking foam career. Yeah, but I mean, listen, nobody wanted to fucking step to you when you're using it. It's like, what am I gonna block it with? I have a hard time blocking that fucker with my cross guard, bro. It's fucking wild. Do. This is coming in a little more blood red now, which is good. That's kind of where I was trying to get to. No, we don't want to come that low. There we go. Yeah, see, like, I haven't checked his prices. I hadn't looked at his site. This is the first time I looked at his site in a long time. I'm not dogging on the guy. Like, I understand he's got the best name out there, and all that. But like, bro, that's not even including shipping. How does a new guy get in the fucking game in this economy? Getting a fucking what? Say you want to get a sword and shield from Gorg. Like, price that out for me right now. What? You're gonna spend at least $300 with shipping would be my guess. Like, fuck, bro. Like, maybe I should have done this fucking video shit a long time ago. Because right now, you could build a small armory for a fucking $100. You go spend and get fucking 10 fucking half-inch cores off of fucking Kenko. That's $40. You spend a good, if you were willing to pay the shipping, you could get a whole thing of blade foam and box foam from Foam for You for my guess would be $40. You get your tapes. Maybe at 150, you could build. You can build for $150, like 4 short spears, 8 fucking reds. I mean, not 8 fucking reds, like 8 blues, 8 short swords, a 24-inch round's 100 and fucking. Oh my god! Now shields are a different deal. I can sort of understand shipping a shield's got to be a pain in the ass, but like right now, if you bulk order with people, because that's the best way to do it, you go out and bulk order with people, get in. I don't even do shield foam unless I bulk order with people. It's just the most efficient fucking way out there. Jesus, that's crazy. That's fucking wild. Shit. I really need to maybe I'll do a video just explaining to people, like, I'll price it out and I'll say, hey, how much would it cost for you and 2 buddies to get into fucking fighting? And be like, okay, you go here, 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 you watch this tutorial, and you fucking get you guys all set up to go. Really, there's got to be an easier way for shield shit, because like it really isn't easy to get a shield. It's almost better that you find a group and have a loner shield to fucking play with than it is to fucking figure out, because building shields is kind of a pain in the ass. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I should have had a cup of water down here for my brushes. So, here's another quick and easy dirty tip. Go to like Rural King, or you go to Walmart, grab you 2 of the fiberglass rods, the like yellow highway markers or the gray field markers from Rural King. Carpet tape those together, make sure they're straight, and tape up the fucking the thing after it's done, and you're fucking set. Like, you've got a core, and you can only do it out to 32 to like 36 inches, but that core right there is $4. And really, you could make a red on it if you were good enough. So I don't know. I've done this a lot, so maybe a lot of this just feels like inside the box thinking to me when it's outside the box for a lot of people. So maybe I just need to throw like a tips and tricks out there, just like, hey, listen. I'm gonna have to touch this up with some silver real quick. You gonna stand up there, nice and easy. All right. So touch some of these spots up with silver. Yeah, I can show you real quick. I'm going to paint the rim here in a second of my shield just because I have the stuff to do it. I fucked up and had to do the Plasti Dip today on the other shield because I forgot to go in and seal it. But they're all ready. I think the raffle shield will probably be ready to paint. My guess would be tomorrow. No, don't. Oh, you're gonna fuck me on this, aren't you? You're gonna fuck me on this. No. God damn it. Yeah, I'll show you here in a second. As soon as I clean that up there. Yeah. I am shit at painting. I am not good at this. I'm not a very artistic person. Do we have any more blur spots? I think a lot of this I'm going to touch up after I've Plasti Dipped it, which is not what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to set this over here, and then I will show you the progress. Ooh, maybe. One sec. Ran into another issue that I see. Come here, buddy. I'm going to paint this back here a little bit more. The lighting showed me some stuff that was off. I want it to look hand painted, but I don't want it to look like there's spots missing paint. This is going to dry nice and dark crimson. I kind of want to try to get this knocked out tomorrow because Austin's going to be out tomorrow, but I don't know if it will be dry by then. I'm going to try. Okay. No, you bastard. Okay. All right. Set this somewhere where I don't think I'm going to knock it over. There we go. So look how clean that turned out. Look how even it is. Now, the parts that look uneven are my wood burning. You can see in the big cracks there, it's sort of uneven. But it turned out really good. So everything is nice and even. The coating is thick. Now, when I add the handle, it'll be pretty good. Yes, it is very smooth. I want to say it turned out way better than my first shield. And I'm going to paint the back so it'll look cleaner when it's done. But yeah. And then I will get the raffle shield, which the raffle shield, I need to buy more paint for it, but it feels like it's all sealed up and ready to actually be painted now. So I might actually paint this tonight too, a little bit. But I really need to get the paint for this. So this didn't turn out as clean, I would say, just because I'm really not great at bosses. But from a distance, it looks rough. I'll probably paint this whole section here metal, so it looks like there's a banded piece of metal in the back. Yeah, it turned out good. It is sort of an oval a little bit. It's not as bad, but for my raffle shield, it's not going to be bad. Yeah, so this is really, really nice. Way nicer than I thought it was going to be. And I think it actually turned out much bigger than I thought it was going to be too. So let's look at this. I was saying a 26-inch. Oh, it turned out 25 inches. It just feels big. Oh, there it is. There it is. So we're 25 inches across on this side. And we are 26 inches across this way. So it is an oval. It is 1 inch off in the direction of the handle. So it is 1 inch longer this way and than it is this way, which is kind of cool. It kind of gives it character. It's not perfectly round. which I think will add to its legend. This box, though, is actually kind of cool. It's not the greatest thing on the planet, but it definitely is cool. It feels good, though. That's the thing. It feels really good. So now I'm going to clear some of this shit out of the way here. Because look at how much plastic dip I still have left. I could plastic dip like 3 more shields, which I may do, dude. Like, I have the materials to make at least a few more bucklers. I kind of want to make a few more just quick, easy, dirty bucklers, and do like 2 or 3 strapped ones, like, you know, with elastic straps, and just make like 4 or 5 of those little plastic dip motherfuckers. Because that would be really easy. I get a couple elastic belts, just have a fucking nice, just run it up the arm, and sell them, you know, $50 a pop. Because I think I don't have enough foam to do. I don't think I have enough foam to do any big ones. I think I'm forced to do a couple small ones. But I think people would buy a couple, like a plastic dip buckler shield for $50. I think that's a pretty good deal. You take that deal? I'd take that deal. I need to add this to my fucking kit. I keep not fucking wearing it. We are done with this for now. So I'm going to throw that over here. So I'll look into that. I'll see what I can do because I can make a bunch of those. And really, I could do like 4 of those in a single fucking stream. It'd be super easy. So I'll look into that. That'll be something I look into. Okay, now I would like to figure out a way to test this and make sure I don't have any fucking shit in the way. Is there any wet spots? Yeah, there are. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay. This fucking thing is just big enough where it's going to be a pain in the ass to paint. I just fucking know it. I wonder if I could get away with not painting this and just leaving it black. If I could get away with that, then I wouldn't have to, and I could just do my white symbol over it. It's a lot of it is the camera angle, but like this is kind of a big shield. This one. So let me go grab the other one real quick, and I'll measure it. So this is like a traditional kite size. What did I do with my measuring tape? There we go. So from top to point is 31. It's like a little under 31. Side to side, it's 27. Which 27 is not really that big. This is definitely well within a mid-size shield. Surprisingly, I think if you measured square inches, they're probably the same size. So like, I don't know if you could see this, but like end on end, which this is also the reason I wanted to go to this shield, because these edges here stick out a lot when I'm trying to swing under. This should be, in theory, smoother to fight with. So now we're going to measure it here. So like, my guess is probably the widest point here. Yeah, see, it's 27. Lengthwise, though, we're sitting at like 32. So it's like an inch longer. It is almost exactly the same size. Yeah. Yeah. But I like, so now that I'm not going to be a knight and I'm not working towards my squireship, because that's done, I didn't want to have a kite anymore. This is a kite shield traditionally, but it is not that kite shield, the shape that everybody's going to think, oh, you're working towards your squire and knight ship. This will be different. and I won't be mistaken for that. But also, when I'm fighting with this, swinging under here will be much smoother because I get caught in that corner a lot when I'm fighting. So yeah, I do too, because really, the kite shield is like a RuneScape looking kite shield, but it's also like adapted for DAG fighting, whereas this is a more of a historical shape as far as a kite goes. So yeah, I like it. It should be pretty sweet. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to paint this fucker. I think I'm going to go around gently around the edges here. I need like a fucking turntable is what I need. Something that I can use to spin this fucker. I don't think I have that though. This will just have to work. And I'll rotate it around on this. So mix up my paint. This is, fuck, what color is this? Glorious Gold. Because I'm going nice gold and black. I wonder if I should try painting on the white symbol first. So because so I almost have two separate shields now. I wanted to do a different thing, but now I'm probably going to do this as the AMM symbol since I'm in AMM right now and not necessarily doing the whole Dragon Guard thing. So that's probably the symbol that's going to go on here after everything's said and done. Do I have a... I don't. So we're going to cut this down a little bit. Let's see here. Ooh, yes. All right. Yep, poppy. Fuck. I think I have to mask tape this off. If I want this to be cleaner, which I could have masked off Austin's, but that would have been a lot harder. Shit, do I want to try to wing this? Nope, we're winging it. I'll fuck with it later. We will get as close as we can to the edge here. That's pretty close. I can get pretty close to what I want here. Oh boy. Damn it. Already fucking shit up. Yep. That's kind of what I wanted it. Like AMM doesn't really have gold in their thing, but I think my new colors are going to be gold, white, and black when I redo my armor and sew my new Gambison for repping AMM since they're the biggest unit of the realm. And I'll probably do like a little bit of like a circle or something for our realm, or maybe I'll paint our tree in the corner. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't go to events much anymore, so I'm probably not going to be staying in Dragon Guard anymore. So that yellow and green is probably about to go away. I'm probably going to do a couple streams of me just changing that stuff soon. Just because it's time. I'm not really, that's not me anymore. I'm just kind of leaning into I'm really leaning into like local shit now. That's really my jam now. I don't really do a whole lot of the event going. I'm more teaching, staying focused on the realm. Yeah, like that's the big thing is I really wish I was better at painting because that symbol's so fucking hard. It's such a good symbol, but fuck, bro, is it a hard symbol to paint? My flag that I got for that was custom ordered. Man, we really need to find a good realm artist to just do all our painting for us. Just like, hey, listen, we'll pay you. I just can't paint myself. I need you to do it. It's not really my forte, if you know what I mean here. Well, and so that's the other part. Like, when Oodle made the symbol, I was like, it's a great symbol, but fuck, we like the old Doomhound symbol with the broken jawed skull. That was such an easy symbol to do. Even Dragon Guard's dragon symbol is relatively easy to do, and I think that's really key if you're trying to do a lot of recruiting and getting new members. Unless everybody wants to spend a bunch of fucking money on getting a seamstress to paint your garb or to fucking sew shit, it gets really hard to have everybody with a good symbol. That was what's cool with Dragon Guard is everybody ordered their tabards and their shit from the same guy. So all of the fabric was the same, all the symbols were the same. It was very much a system of really good organization, and uniformity, which in a good fighting unit, you really want a good amount of uniformity in the garb. Like, it sucks to get like a couple pieces of garb from somebody different. So like somebody might have, they got like 2 shades too light fucking fabric for your shit, and it's like, oh man, fuck. Now my shit doesn't look the same as everybody else's shit, and I feel left out. Ooh. I'm keeping this a little bit off of the face of the shield. I don't think anybody's actually going to notice it. It'll kind of look like it's popping better. But it'll kind of almost look like the gold might be painted on, which is an interesting look. Ooh, shit. Oh, too much. Too much paint there. Shit. Okay, come here. I'm going to have to save that there. I'll notice, okay? I'm not perfectionist, but I'll notice. And I don't want to notice it. Yeah. Yep. Going to be bashing season. I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to try to be doing a little bit of rewarding aggressive behavior from now on. The game has gotten too light. So I think I'm going to do, at least with an AMM, I'm going to be doing rewards eventually for bashes and grappling. So I think I'm going to bring back war braids, I think. And I think for every, it's going to be a tiered system, sort of like an achievement in a video game. Like the first war braid is 5 bashes and grapples. The next one is going to be 20. The next one would be 30. So if you see a guy with 5 red fucking war braids, he's had 100 bashes and grapples. And they all have to be witnessed by a unit member. So I'm planning on implementing that. Now they all have to be safe. That's the caveat. You're showing expertise here and aggression. So you have to be safe with it. So that's something I'm looking at doing because the game has gotten soft. I don't think it's going to increase injuries, but yeah, I mean, I just really, a lot of AMM right now is going to be my, I'm going to use them to keep track of stuff. 3 of the guys in AMM are tracking the raffle for me. So stuff like that. But I want to do some different shit this year, especially since I can't participate as much at practice. I want to do some fun shit for people. Like the raffle is the good example of that. So I'm trying to do shit where I don't have to be at practice every time. Yeah. But but that's the thing is like, it sounds bad, but if a guy is rushing you, you could just let him kill you. Like that's part of what happens on the field a lot at events is like, you'll rush down an archer or you'll rush down a guy and he's like, oh, fuck, you got me. I'm dead. I don't want to do that. And that sort of separates your frontline fighters. Cause right now, this will sound really bad. You got a bunch of fucking frontliners at events who should not be on the front line. This sounds really bad. This is a full contact sport. If you are on the front line, you should be expecting to get dashed. You should be expecting to get hit. And we don't shield dash anymore as much. So we have a bunch of people who are running up to the front line with a fucking 20-inch round. And it's sort of like, I'm a technique fighter. I'm like, yeah, you're a technique fighter. But my 300-pound fucking 6'5" guy is going to knock you on your ass as soon as I go on the field and find him. All I have to do is walk up and down the line. Hey, bro. Hey, Crucifer, come here. You big biker-looking motherfucker with tattoos from head to toe. Could you go and knock those 3 guys down for me so I can go in there and kill that archer? That 28-inch round guy who's a technique fighter sees Mr. Crucifer running through the line with the other 3 big guys that I found to push that line for me. And then me running behind in full armor. They're not ready. But that's super hard. Like a lot of people are like, you're making the game dangerous. I'm like, no, it's a full contact game. Everybody here signs a waiver and you could just move. You could just be like, hey, bro, all right, I'm leaving. You don't have to sit here. And what do you think I do? I try to stop them. But if I think that I'm going to get bowled the fuck over... But that's the thing is like, I know that I cannot be a fucking frontline shieldman. Yeah, I know that about myself. I will call death. As soon as I hit the ground in armor, bro, I'm calling death on a field. I'm not going to sit here and try to be a hero and try to like fucking, oh, I'm going to get back up. No, if I'm down on the ground and I'm wearing 50 pounds of armor, if I haven't killed the person who knocked me down, I'm probably calling death. I know that I'm fucked. Now, if it's a skirmish or a 1v1 or something, it's a different story. But nah, bro, I am not as young as I used to be. But I know that about myself. I know that I am good at flanking. I know I'm good at this. But you know who's also wants to get rough? Who wants to get out there and be the frontline shield guy? That 6'5" fucking guy. He knows how to control his weight because he's been doing it all his life. That guy should feel like he can have fun and not sit there and have to like, oh, I'm scared of breaking people. We as fighters should realize, hey, I know that I can't stop that 300-pound dude, so I need to find a different tactic. No, and I agree with you. But once again, we have a certain point where it's like, okay, has Cassidy came up and grappled you before? Or like came up and shield dashed you? Cassidy is really good about not initiating aggression unless the other person does. And that is really good, especially at practice. But in an event, I want him to, he doesn't need to go grapple, but if he's in front of me on a shield line, I need him to bash people. There's no way to get through a line of shieldmen who are not wanting to let you through unless you're going to bash them. They're not going to let you through. If I want to get behind that line, I got to have them moving. So like, but that's the other part of it is like right now the culture is switched from everything that I've seen is it's high skill, very crazy aggression. It's all very low aggression. And that's fine, but it's still a full contact sport. Right now, if I were to go onto an event field and knock a guy down who I've never met before, do you think he's going to be happy with me? No, he's going to be mad. I'll probably, the first time I bash this guy and he's never met me and I knock him out really good, he's probably going to get mad at me. It's legal. It's full contact. but this guy may want to swing on me because of it. And that's not a culture I want to have. I want to be like, okay, you see me coming. If you know that you can't handle that, move out of the way, bro. In real life, if I'm fighting a guy, and I know this isn't real life, but this is how I'm thinking. Like, I'm not going to stand in front of a guy who's going to knock me down and possibly kill me by running into me. But it's like, what's meta? Slow the guy down. I'm like, yeah, but you're risking getting hurt. I say you're risking it because you don't know how to stop it. You don't know how to take a rush. You don't know how to minimize the risk. That big guy probably knows very well how to minimize the risk to you. But if you're going to try to trip him with your body, then it's probably going to be a problem for you. I know, I've tripped people with my body in bag. I knew that risk. I would jump in front of motherfuckers who were trying to rush the line when I was little. But yeah, I'd be your fucking side. Yeah, I know this about myself too. I have to be very strategic about how I try to bash people. I'm not great at it. I don't have I don't have a good control over my core. I have to get a good long running start, and I kind of have to catch them a little bit off guard. Like, they know I'm coming, but like very last second. I know this about myself, so I'm not doing a whole lot of bashing, and I'm almost always wearing grapple armor, so I'm really not grappling ever. But it is a full contact sport. We have rules for bashing and grappling. It's just, I want them to be used more. And you can't, people won't use them at events if they don't practice them. So like, you know, maybe I make it like, you can only earn this like every fucking 6 months or something. I don't know. But it's just something to change the game up a little bit. And I haven't even fully like figured it out yet. I want there to be more to the game. And I want people to feel like there's a lot more options. Man, this is turning out so pretty. I can't wait to show you once I finish doing this second coat here. By the time I went through by the time I got to all the way around the shield again, it's pretty much ready to be painted, ready to be second coated. Yeah, so like, here's the thing. Part of it is the skill level, the skill ceiling for learning how to fight at practice is really easy to hit. And until you go to an event and you fight a lot of good people, you're not going to progress a lot at local level. So the next thing is like, okay, how does somebody beat somebody like me? How does Cassidy come and beat me straight up? He knows I can take a grapple. He knows I can take a bash. So he knows he's superior in that area than me. So that's what he does. He's going to beat me that way. I have to learn a way to avoid it or just die. That's his way of breaking even with me. And that's a really important factor. If that's my weakness, you should be able to exploit it. And you have to feel comfortable to be able to exploit it. You don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable grappling me, then you're not going to be able to exploit my one weakness. Because right now, what do? I run circles around people, hit them in the legs, kill you one by one. If I can't run from you, and I can't circle you, and I can't flank you because somebody's grabbed me, one of the most useful things for killing a good fighter is running up behind him, grabbing him and holding him so your teammate can kill him. That is one of the most effective techniques for killing a guy, especially somebody like me. And on a local level, we just don't have people thinking like that. And it's what's letting people like me run the field. Now, of course, you're not going to run up to somebody like Big Colin and try to grapple him. But you know what you can do? You can get like 2 people to shield bash him and another guy to kill him. That's a big deal. And that levels the playing field a lot. But you gotta feel like you're comfortable to do it. Because right now, if I'm going to practice as much as you are, in theory, you're never going to be able to catch me in skill level. The only way is to figure out what I'm weak to and abuse it and until I learn how to stop it. Or even better, you learn to fight like a pack. You get like you and like 3 other fucking people, and you all learn how to take down big game. I'm the buffalo. You get you and like 3 other people. One's distracting, one's throwing a javelin at me, and the other one's rushing me down. Or even better, all 3 of you learn to coordinate a rush. You get 2 good guys who can coordinate a rush and rush at the same time and are not afraid of dying. You can kill me and win a team fight. Just straight out win it, because you guys know that I cannot stop 2 people at the same time rushing me. But you got to coordinate it. You got to learn to have that signal for each other. Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you one by one, limb by limb, until, boom, it's over. Okay, so I don't know how to pick this fucking shield up and show you how good this shit looks. Oh my god. Okay. Look at that. I'm going to turn the light off so it's not blinding everything. This looks like some RuneScape gold trimmed black armor, if you remember that. Oh yeah, baby. Can I turn this? No. We're gonna have to lift. Fuck, dude, this might actually be ready for tomorrow if I can get this to dry in the next couple hours and then come back to it and coat it with my roof sealant. We might be in business for tomorrow. I just have to put the straps on it, but that's not super hard. Well, so there you plateau as you learn. So like I picked up archery because I hurt my hand. I picked up sword and board because I wanted to learn how to teach it. I picked up spear because it's the best way to learn like short half swording with long sword. I picked up dual wielding because I listened to some Dritz books and I wanted to fight with some fucking scimitars. You know, the thing is like, eventually with a weapon style, until you go to events and fight a bunch of people or see new inspiration for techniques, you're always going to pick something else up. Right now, I'm really into sword and buckler fighting. Part of that is because it's so fucking easy to just throw a fucking buckler in a bag and not drag my big shield on a motorcycle. But like, it's legitimately challenging to fight multiple people with a 12-inch buckler and do good. It's legitimately challenging, and I really enjoy a challenge. So like, that's a lot of fun for me, and I'm doing that a lot right now. I think one of the, you know, if I get a car, I think I'll get more into. I love how fucking halberds look. Oh my god, a halberd, fucking sick. I want to make a super cool fucking halberd and just go out there and fucking stomp kids and learn like cool techniques with a halberd. That would be fucking sick. I don't have a vehicle to do that right now to transport it, but like that's a goal. Picking up multiple weapons, I think, makes you tactically better. Like, here's the thing: if you want to be good at DAG, just pick up sword and board and then go to spear. You could be tactically effective with either of those. You can be tactically effective in almost every situation with either of those. So, like, really, you know, it's not about just being a good fighter. It's about having a lot of fun. And switching styles is a lot of fun. Yeah. So, like, you know, whatever's fun, man. Whatever's fun. I have a really good feeling about this summer. I know I keep saying it, but I'm super excited. I think I'm going to really try really hard to get my Wednesday practice to kick off. The weather's been so shit for that. But if I can get Wednesday practice to kick off, I'll be out there every Wednesday, once a month on Saturday, and probably once a month on Sunday too. I'm not sure. Yeah, events, man. It's really an acquired taste. Like, I got roped in early on the event stuff. Honestly, if you've never been to an event, I can't remember if you went to War with us. I don't remember if it was you, Paul, and Ethan, or it was just Ethan and Paul. I don't remember. But if you guys went to War, that's my favorite day event. But even now, it's just, it's not really me to do that kind of traveling anymore. Yeah, that's another thing. It is a lot. Like, going on a field with hundreds of people, it is a lot. Like, I used to have really bad anxiety about it because it really is really hectic. And it only gets slightly better. Like, there's a reason I like wearing armor everywhere. Like, I'm always worried a guy's going to fucking hit me in the head real hard when I'm not paying attention. Even for, and it happens. It does happen. So, like, I'm always worried about getting hurt, which is part of the fun for me now. I like that a little bit. But back then, I was a little worried. Come here. There we go. I think I'm going to try making this symbol on the front of this shield look really amateurish and just paint it on quickly, where the gold is going to look refined, but the symbol is going to look hurried and rough. So I'll probably paint this symbol on here because this is going to start drying soon. And I think I'm going to have to go over this with another coat of paint anyway. Kind of. Yeah, that kind of sort of fits my background for my stuff. We're going to try to lay this down as evenly as possible here. Come on. Okay. Now, do I have a white paint to do this? I think I might. We might be in a good place here. Is this acrylic? Yes. How much of this do I have to work with? What is a good? Do I have a good mixing bowl for this? One sec. I'll grab that. I'm looking for something to pour this on. Actually, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. And then I'll come and pour this out. All right. I also got me protein bar and some pitch black Mountain Dew. All right. I don't think I'm going to need this big of a piece of foam, so we're going to cut this down. All right. Let's hope I have a lot in here. Ooh, yes, we are. I think we're going to be doing plenty good on this one. Okay, I want this to look very much hastily brushed on. So we're going to take our example right here and lay it out nice and flat so I can see it real good. So it looks like it's just an X first, so we're going to do that. I'm going to find my nice thin brush here. We're going to do just, I want this fucking thing to be big on here. We're going to do probably like here to here. No, it's more of a thin X, so let's try that. Dude, this is spooky. This is going to be spooky as fuck. Oh, bro. I'm hyped. I almost want like a faded, ghostly appearance to the paint. No clean lines, just a fucking sick fading to the edge. Oh, yeah. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Oh. No perfection here. Just all rough, ghosted lines. How far down here? Let's do the top lines first. Do a little wider on my lines here. This really looks spooky as fuck. Don't really like that as much, so we're gonna paint this out. Hit this with a little bit of this. Let's see here. Nice thing about fucking this up a little bit is I can fix it with a little bit of plastic up here. Tried something, it didn't work out, but I'm just gonna paint it up here. All right, so excuse the red, the black drying plastic up here. Looks very hastily painted on. Just fucking nice and clean. Just fucking turn off this light here. Just look at that. Oh, yeah. The very refined gold with the fucking white. I might refine the edge a little bit, but the might refine the white in there. Thick out a little bit of these lines here, but this bottom one could use a little bit of more here. A little more pointing on that. Yep, I agree with you. It is much less busy. Just gonna widen out some of these lines a little here. Perfect. Very good looking. I don't think I'm going to put another layer of gold on here. As much as I want it to dry so I can finish it up and see if I can get it done for tomorrow. And then I know in the future, well, I'm going to touch some of these spots up here. Maybe I'll touch up some spots. Do I see anything else that needs touched up? Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, the other part is I don't want to overdo it too much on this because I'm going to be coating this and resealing and painting it like every couple months. And that's how you get it to be too thick and get it to crack. And I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to try to just be really thin on everything. I think I'm only going to do one coat of sealant because I just want this to last for a while. I mean, to be fair, my other shield lasts a long time too. I mean, I've had that shield for like 3 years, but its edges are getting a little too fucked up. So we shall see. I'm gonna take some beauty pictures. Some pictures of the other one here, Mr. Austin Shield. It's turned out a little more red. It's definitely a little darker. And I still need to paint in his lines once it dries here. Not quite dried yet, but we're getting there. All right, now I'm just waiting for that shit to dry. Yep. Coming along here, diggity dog. I'm really liking this. I've always liked that black and gold. Very pristine. I think it's about it with this. I can kind of move this off, and as soon as Austin's will dry, I should be able to start sealing it. Well, I also got to pin his lines in, so once that's done. In and seal. Fuck yeah. I'm fucking good at this. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah. So I'm trying to cut back on food. It's cheaper, and I've been going to the gym a lot. I'm using these. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a RX bar. See if I can get it to focus. I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to focus. Yeah. Basically, it says it's just 3 egg whites, 14 peanuts, 2 dates, and it says no BS. They're like 200 calories, and they got a decent chunk of fucking protein in them. And they will fill you up. They'll fill you up real quick. I'm running around a lot, so I'll nibble on it, throw it in my pocket while I'm at work, and just keep moving. This is probably, I've never had Atkins, but these are pretty good, pretty decent bar. I don't know. It's working. I get a discount on them at work, so I'm basically paying like 75 cents a bar at this point, which is really good. So I'm getting like, I got like the 5 packs. They're like only $5, and with my discount. So I bought like 2 weeks of them. I'm gonna try and replace some of my meals with them. I'm so fucking hyped for this. Shit. Make a post in the page. Yeah, that's how gym's becoming for me. I can't eat a lot at the gym right now. I just can't do it. Yeah, I've been trying not to shill my page too much because it feels like shill my YouTube too much because it feels like a conflict of interest a little bit. No, I'm kind of like sort of running this stuff a little bit here and there. I don't want to make people think I'm abusing it and stuff. So. Shit, I don't know. Fuck. Yeah. I don't know. I have a little bit of like ego to me, and so I'm trying to keep that in check. And also it feels bad just to post on there. Oh, I'm going live here. I'm posting pictures here. I already feel bad enough uploading a lot of practice videos because the longer ones won't post to Facebook. Now, let's see how bad this is going to smell for me because I'm doing this shit indoors. I need to get me a gas mask, not to be a prepper, but so that I can do all this shit. God damn. Fuck me. Ah! Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. The lighting I have here, I need to get a better lighting setup. I just have like an office lamp as my light, but it's better than not having it. Yeah, that's my excuse is so that I can make foam weapons, but I'm really a prepper. But as soon as these shields dry and I start applying this, I'm gonna have to end stream and go upstairs while this shit dries. Because boy, will I get fucking high. I'm gonna get rid of some of these brushes. Get this out of the way here. I really wish I had all the paints to do the raffle shield. I want to get that metallic green. I could tape out and paint the white on there, but I don't think I have enough white anymore because I used it for this. So I'll have to do that one next week. But I got time for that. And I probably don't want to fucking seal all three of these. Yeah. Right now, a lot of what I'm doing is prepping for EvilCon. But right after EvilCon, I don't think I'm going to have anything. I've got one person wanting to commission me stuff for EvilCon, and I've got another one that I'm going to prepare some of his stuff for EvilCon. But after these shields and that, I'm good. I want to try to take I could do a commission every 2 weeks. Because with my work schedule and everything, and me not coming out to practice. And this gives me a chance to stream all that shit. So, I can stream me building your shit, Eventually, I'll get another camera over here. This computer can't work it. So, instead of me, look over here, because I'm in chat, I'd be looking at the camera. But yeah, no, absolutely. It makes sense to me. More heads up I get, more shit I can get done. No, I like planning shit out. I'm not a perfectionist, but I definitely like planning it out. And you know me, I like giving everybody a good timeline on when I get shit done. And life's a little slower right now, so it's kind of harder for me to get shit done. It takes me a little longer. That's the fun thing about streaming this. I feel like I can just get on here, chill, build shit, and whether I'm talking to somebody or not. Now I'm just waiting for this shit to dry, which I probably should really give it good, 30 minutes. I should probably let it dry overnight, but I want it done by tomorrow. I wonder if I have the stuff to redo my helmet. I wonder if I do. I might have the stuff. Yeah, between gym 3 to 4 times a week, my working 50 hours, my making my little YouTube videos, streaming D&D, hanging out with Paige, trying to hang out with another person at least once a week, then just doing chores around the house. I'm fucked. I have found though that as soon as I get to work or a few minutes before work, if I upload my 5 shorts, I can do that like every day, and that gets it out of the way because that takes about 20 minutes if I'm doing it really quickly. I really need to get back to doing my D&D videos. They're just not as good for the channel, so I don't really feel as rewarded for doing them. The streams are all there, and that's really more for the players anyway. But man, it's just so nice to throw on 5 shorts. Like today, I threw out 5 shorts, and it's kind of a shit day for me. But I have 5,000 views in shorts just alone today. But yesterday was a crazy day, or the day before yesterday was crazy. I think I had almost 10,000 views in a day. But this month's been great. I'm like up 140 subscribers in a month. If I do that for a year, we're fucking gold. We're doing great. So now I have a quick question. I don't know how this would look, but what is your thought if I did if I could find somebody and do the Fangorn tree up here? So like a nice small Fangorn tree up here. You think that would be too busy? Because I could do a little one right here in one of the corners, but just, I don't know. It might be too busy. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try to get a stencil done because it would be a really neat one. So like it almost be like that was the, really neat person versus the quick painting. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah. The smaller one would look too busy. So if I did like something like this up here, it almost just fits in with it. Yeah, okay. I'll look into doing that. I'm going to have to paint that out a couple times before I try because I don't want to fuck my shield up. I guess the worst case scenario, if I fucked it up, I could just paint it back over to Plasti Dip. But I'm going to hold off on that for a bit. I don't want to do that tonight. Now, if I could get a stencil made, that'd be nice. I'd find somebody who's really good with an X-Acto knife to make a stencil for me. I'd almost be willing to pay a professional to do that. Sit here and stare at my work. Yeah. Let me know if you get any good at it, because I might have you do it instead of me. Bro, I literally can't eat this fucking protein bar any faster. It's very dense. Yeah. Uh-huh. Still got a while on that white. I think I'm gonna move this to the side some so I can paint Austin's. There we go. That's enough room. That kind of looks funny. His is almost dry. That's super sick. That's nice. Very nice. Now, do I have a nice, clean, quick paintbrush with some black? I wish I had a paint pen. That would really be the sick thing to use for this. I don't think I got what I need for this. That'll work. I wonder if I can use Plastidip to paint into that. Oh, I'm a little worried about it. Yeah, I don't think those dry in there enough yet. Shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Do it, do it. How do I make this pop? Let's try this. We're going to try to lay this out nice and evenly. Ooh, ugh. I don't know if this. Ooh, I think that'll work. Perfect. Perfect. Dipping it in there. Shit. Sorry, a lot of focusing on this. Want these to pop nice. Not perfect. Definitely not perfect. I fucked up a lot on this buckler. Which sucks, but turned out okay. Definitely not perfect. I won't say it's perfect. Let's see here. Yeah, it turned out okay. But it's definitely got some crookedness to this. But it's okay. I think he'll still like it. He's technically only paying me $60 for it, so it's a pretty good deal. Give him that friend discount. I did this with some other stuff working on it, but that's the thing. This motherfucker's 4-pound foam, so it is going to last forever, just like my other buckler. I think this one might be a little bit bigger, but I like this one better than mine, even though, because of the raised. I've always liked the raised edges on the shield, and I think this Boss gives it a whole new aspect to it. Yep. I think my next one is going to have a Boss too, because it just this Boss turned out great compared to that other one. Yeah, all my shields tend to be thicker just because of the foam that I use. Because basically it starts out 2 inches and I add a 1/2 inch of foam. Yeah, so like because yours just has to be just the core foam, you don't have to worry about all these extra layers that I have to add. So like I have to add a layer around the back, a layer around the front, just to have something to do the designs into. And I guess if I ordered thinner foam, I'd have to do something different. But yeah. Well, and the other part too is, especially on softer shields like this one, a thicker edge is actually good because it's going to absorb force better. For like, if I take a red shot to like my other shield, if you look at the edge on that motherfucker, it is going to crack because of how hard the Plasti Dip is. But that's better than on a thinner shield where that crack might run the whole side of the foam. So let's see if I can find a good crack to show you on my shield. So, ooh, this is a good one. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to angle the light up here. But let's find this crack here. This spot right here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but oh, there we go. Look at that. See how that's bent in there? That's just from getting hit on this because of the amount of damage it took. Look at that. That's cracking because of how hard the Plasti Dip is compared to the foam. So like the wider it is, the longer you can fight off that kind of stuff. So that's got like 20 layers of foam. I mean, that's got 20 layers of paint and sealant, making it really hard. But if I had thinner edges, yeah, and then the chunks for my armor. If I had thinner edges, it might not last until like 10 coats. That got away with a lot, and I'm probably gonna have to strip that down and rebuild it eventually. But yeah, like, and yeah, if I hit armor, if I shield bash somebody armor, this will prevent that. So like, where's a really bad spot in my shield? Just from like, look at the bottom of the shield. You can't really see it because it's kind of hidden well, but a lot of that corner down there is just destroyed. And imagine if it was about half that thickness. Like, you're looking at a lot of that chunk in that shield getting fucked up. That spot right up there. Look how much is this, an inch out of that motherfucker, all because of my shoulder armor. We're getting there. I think we're almost ready to start sealing these bad boys. This might take a couple more minutes, but we're almost ready to start sealing. Almost there. Shit. How much left of this? I think we're good on that. All right, we're gonna start sealing this bad boy up. Definitely should wait like 24 hours in the future, but we're doing this today, and I want this shit ready by tomorrow. So we're doing it. But as soon as I do these two shields, I'm probably gonna have to hop off here, because boy, is this shit gonna get real. Am I good for that? Can I lay that down? Yeah, all right. Couple wet spots on here. I don't think it's going to matter too much, but there's a couple. Yeah, we're going to be okay. We'll be okay here. All right. Here goes. Oh boy. Smelly stuff. Smelly stuff. So this stuff paints on pretty easy. It's almost as easy as the plastic, but it's also a lot. It's going to make a nice shine. Good protective layer here. Can never do too much on this shit for sure. Yeah, pretty much. Man, the fucking plastic dipping last night was hard, bro. That shit was really, really strong. And I'm used to dapping shit, but bro, god damn, was it tough. have to lift this around here a little bit. Try not to fuck that up too much. You'll know when this looks really fucking shiny that it's sealed up nice. Some of the other sealants don't really look as shiny, but this sealant is, which I don't mind it so much. I can always do other stuff to like dull it out. It also makes the gold fucking stand out like a motherfucker. Okay, now we're flipping it. We're gonna do the edge here. Ow, I got some on my arm. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna suck ass later. Ooh boy. It's all over my arm. Ew. Fuck. That's gonna suck. I think I'm gonna have to fucking burn or cut all that shit off. I should have put gloves on. I should have. For sure done that. I'm gonna grab baby wipes real quick, see if that's gonna help my situation. Hey, it sort of does. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, fuck. Alright, that helped a little bit, so we can move on from there. Okay, let's scoot that a little. Whew, boy. Some strong shit. You're not wrong about that, that's for sure. My arm is gonna sting when I have to burn all that shit off here. I'm laying it on decently thick because I'm just doing the one coat. Should be good. There's a little bit of white paint left over, but that's fine. Jesus. We gotta hurry up and get out of this toxic smell. Okay. Let's hit this edge here. Get that nice and good. Oh, no. Okay, we're sort of not dry here. Not greatly dry, but good enough. Yep, you're good. I'm gonna be hopped off probably in about 20 minutes because that's about how long it's gonna take me to finish this, and I'll be good to go. Thanks for chilling with me, man. You too, man. You too. Oh no. Oh shit! There we go. All right, guys, I'm basically done for now. So it's been fun. I'm going to get out of this toxic mess. You guys all have a good night. And thanks for watching.